if you plant a week early, 10 days early, you might only win 5 days.
Oh yes, I know what you're saying.
Yeah. So, but 5 days at the end of the season, it might give you a week at the other end.
Yeah.
That week at the other end is nowhere near as critical if you're looking at fallowing this ground, right? So if you were looking at saying, no, I'm not going to do anything in winter because I'm going to go to an early planting crop,
Which could be very possible.
yeah. So in that situation, you might turn around on that crop rotation. You might say, you'll get to the point where you'll say, hey, when I'm going to go fallow, I'm going to go for a longer maturing variety. So it could be that you're going to you know, Brutus or 9911. But then you go to something else and say, no, this is going to go back into ryegrass, or it's going to go back into a brassica. Righto, let's go all the way back to Obelix or back to Asterix, and get this off by you know, mid-late April, and get that ryegrass or brassica. So I bought some pictures of an Obelix crop we've grown in Orbost, and Orbost is warmer, and I'm always hesitant of comparing regions, but it's still a very short season for growing grain. There's not a lot of grain grown that far south. So this is grown by a grower, Michael Ritchie, who does a really good job. It's an irrigated crop on river flat, planted on early October. You can see the population's lower, so we deliberately bring the population back for grain. So this is planted at around 68,000.
Oh wow.
68 to 75,000. This was planted early October. This was harvested 2 days ago. So it was harvested on the 14th or something of March at around 17% moisture.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
So theoretically you could have actually, and they'll dry that,
Yep.
but you could have harvested it a couple of weeks ago. And this is why you've got to really focus on what's the dry down of these varieties.
Yep.
When do I get to harvest them, and what can I do both what genetics can I select, and then how do I manage them agronomically to get to harvest point, to not compromise the crop through to physiological maturity, but then do everything to get it to harvest point.
Can you give me an idea on what row spacing is here?
He's on 85 centimetres.
Yep.
And that's strip tilled in.
Yep. So
I mean, these guys do a great, so Richardson Farms do all the planting and harvesting of that, and they do a really good job on their call.
Yep.
I mean, this ground, some of the best ground in Victoria, but it's been in a dry summer, but that crop's been irrigated, and the Richies have done a good job growing it. I just thought this was really appropriate because I was coming down here to this field day. Thought, well, here you go, here's a crop.
What did it yield?
12.3 tonne, I think.
Yeah.
How much water, John?
I don't know, but it would have probably only used 3 megs. I think they would have only put on about 3.5 meg, but I'm sorry, I don't know. On average, to grow corn crops there under irrigation, we normally would use less than 3 meg. But we're in a nearly a 900 mil rainfall zone, so it's different here, but it's not different to Scottsdale.
Yeah.
You know, when you look at rainfall, you know, or Deloraine, but temperature is lower, but day length is longer here. So all of these things into play. Your long day length and your UV is going to drive yield. You just got to be able to manage it within the season.
Yeah.
The highest grain yields are the highest maize grain yields are in southern area of Australia. So the maize grain competitions are always won by guys pretty much on the Victoria-New South Wales border. You know, corn crops in the Pacific Northwest are some of the highest in the world. Long day length, because you've come to a southern latitude or a